Hello everyone and welcome to episode 22 of our Venetian Empire campaign. Now, last episode we fought some battles in some eastern Turkish passes to bring this big army here all the way down to Mosul, which is the Turkish capital. After this, I don't believe they have any more land. So this is the last Turkish holdout. We also did a lot of work cleaning up armies in Vienna. However, there is one more to go. This big one here, that's our general, who is he called? Thadio de Parenoso needs to take out, hopefully along with the help of this rather good little army. And we took Metz, which turns out, that won us the game. So, we beat Medieval Total War 2. That's great. And last but not least, we are bringing this pretty good army. We're going to bring it up here to join up with this man here. And he's going to lead an army to the gates of, well, wherever the Pope's deciding to hide. Probably Valencia. So, that's pretty much where we're at. Now, looking around about stuff I want to do, I think we can probably take some of the people out of there, as well as from here, and scare away that Frenchman first of all. Then they can go to hopefully help to relieve the siege of Djon, and then maybe might even decide to push into the Toulouse region, which is a Spanish citadel. We've got Prague. We're moving this army up to Krakow. And I was thinking, yes, this army here is going to go and hopefully take Kiev, which is a rebel city. Yes. So that is pretty much where we are at. Let's end turn. Okay. The French, not really doing anything too exciting or threatening. They're mostly moving armies away, which I'm completely fine with. Home Empire opening some talks with the French. That's what it looks like. And what else? The Holy Roman Empire. Mostly moving ships and diplomats around. You know, agents and all that stuff. The Spanish have got a rather scary looking army near Ajaco. And yeah, okay, they're besieging it. That is to be expected. We do have, of course, a bit of an army on the way, full of men-at-arms coming from Tunis, so that should help relieve the siege pretty significantly. The Milanese got some troops, got some men. Don't really know what they're doing, but it's something. The Moors, who, yes, I'm at war with, aren't I? Don't really know what they're doing. They're mostly just moving ships around, it seems. They're not really being that threatening at the moment. Anything else? Oh yeah, the Egyptians. They're basically just clearing out enemy navies for me at this point. Since they're not at war with me, and they're at war with a lot of other people, they're kind of just defeating all the enemy blockading fleets for me, which is very nice of them. The Poles, traitorous Poles who invaded me, they're not very strong at the moment. But, you know, do need to make sure we don't underestimate them. That's why we are marching to Krakow, to bring them to their knees. The Papal State's got some Inquisitors. Doesn't look like they're doing much with them. Even though I'm, like, the most excommunicated faction possible, the Inquisitors aren't really going for me. Which is very odd. I don't need that. There's a plague in Paris. Oh. Milan has now made a clock. That's pretty cool. That's just one of the world events that happens. We've repaired the wall in Nuremberg. Florence needs a new wall, but I can't afford it at the moment. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Our galleasses come up there. Who have they been blocked by? Some Moors. Well, I can just absolutely smash them. And probably just move over there. I definitely want some more of those, seeing as they're just obliterating all other navies they meet. I think they're one of the best ships. So, yeah, they're just going around destroying everything. So we're just going to try and get some more of those. Turkish capital, that's still under siege. And who's that? That's just some random crossbowmen that could go over there. And we'll march them to Kiev. Now, I don't know where the Mongols have disappeared off to. But, if it's not by me, I'm not complaining. So, that's fine. I really don't know if I can get these two armies to manage to join up. I kind of need them to. If I try and make him join up with, like, he physically can't move, really. So, what I'm thinking I do is put that guy there, and if I attack that one, my reinforcements do get to arrive. Right, here we go. We've got every single army in the region all fighting at once. I'll be interested to see how this battle goes. If we win, of course, we'll take out basically all of the Holy Roman Empire remains in this region, and we can move all these armies north towards whatever they've got left, really. So I'm gonna just put the men here. I want my artillery nice and high up here. Fire at will, use fire. They're going to start the battle.
They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Right, those guys can go there. Our reinforcements and the enemies cannot come in, which is pretty annoying. But, you know, they might get here eventually. Just wanna... Oh, wow. This is a bit more than I bargained for here. There is a lot of enemy troops, if I'm being honest. More than I expected, so I'm going to advance, but we'll see how this one goes. I did hope my reinforcements would arrive, but I think it seems we're going to have to fight this battle without them. I'm just going to get the bombards hopefully close enough to shoot at them. So, I don't know how close they'll have to be. But, if they could get some good shots in, that would be pretty good. They still can't get a hit in. Right, I need to move them back, I think. They're not going to be able to do much. So, going to grab our stuff. Move a bit closer to the enemy positions. Maybe they might charge down at us, which would be pretty nice to make it a bit easier. What did I say? It looks like the Holy Roman Empire have decided to, at least it looks like, start coming down the hill. Not sure. I'm going to move our artillery into position, our ribolts and bombards. And I'm just going to get my general into the trees here, actually. So he can charge the enemy if they do attack us. Do a bit of a flanking attack. If I speed it up... No, they're moving further up the hill. What did I say? They're actually moving down now, it seems. I'm just going to attack. I'm just going to get all the stuff, and we're going to begin to attack, since they do appear to not be very well organised at the moment. I'm going to get my general to sneak up the hill over there to hopefully do a bit of a surprise attack. The enemy are kind of pretty chaotic. They don't really know what they're doing. If you look, it's mostly like mercenaries, and of those mercenaries, most of it is crossbowmen. So enemy crossbowmen is the main thing in their army, and that's good for us. It'll make it a bit easier. They do have some catapults back here. That's their general with a few feudal knights. Though in their main battle lines, I don't see many feudal knights. Actually, none at all, which is very nice. So again, I'm just going to try and basically do a bit of a central punch, a central thrust. That's how I like to fight armies that are bigger than me. You kind of really try and go right for the middle, because the middle is usually, you know, where most of their stuff is concentrated. So if you can take it out, you could do quite well. But for some reason, half my men have split up. Oh, lovely bombard hit on some random mailed knights. And now we're just slaughtering the spear militia. They're already not very happy, I would say. Feudal knights, I mean, town militia aren't a match for them. So that is pretty ideal. A load of crossbowmen over there. I'm going to charge them with my general. This is exactly what I wanted him to do. More routes in the middle. We are being shot at a bit by the catapults, our range units especially. And our general's just attacking them. Enemy reinforcements, which is rather frustrating. I need to spread out my archers. I need to put them into loose formation. There it is. And we're already seeing a bit of a rout in the centre. A big rout, actually. Oh, they're beginning to use flaming missiles on their catapults. But I have a feeling something's telling me those catapults aren't going to be alive for very long. Mostly due to the fact there's a bunch of men in full plate armour obliterating them with swords. Yep, taking out their general. And that's pretty much going to end the battle. Direct hit on one of their catapults by our bombards. I mean, sometimes... Oh, the second general is dead.
Guard him well. Give the dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
And now we just got to take out whatever's left, really. Use the infantry, all the stuff. I'm going to get general to charge, crossbow militia. Okay, first time he's routing. This one over here, which appears to just be a bunch of poorly armed crossbowmen. But I do want to take them out. I want my general to come around here and attack them. He appears to be quite far away. The second enemy army has arrived, but I think we should be pretty good before they get here. I want the bombards to begin shooting at them while I mop up this army. And once it's routed fully, well, then I'll go turn to face the other enemy army. And as soon as all this stuff routs, the battle's pretty much done. The first bit of it, at least. So General's just running around killing stuff.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
That is true. So I'm going to move the infantry and all that stuff over to here. Basically because I want my general to mop up all this stuff. And I really don't want my bombards to be exposed, or just my flanks in general. So we've routed that. I don't know what's left of the original army. Got a small unit of catapults over there, and some random crossbow militias. I need to come down here quickly, due to the fact there appears to be a big enemy army on the way. And we'll get the bombards to begin shooting at those town militia here. Let's take a look at this second army. Town militia, spear militia, town militia, random mercenaries, town militia, and town militia. Not the most elite thing I've ever seen. If I'm being honest, that fills me with some hope for this battle. Our bombards have turned and hopefully it will begin firing. Oh, and thank goodness my reinforcements are arriving from over there. However, most of them are AI controlled and they're still quite far away. So the reinforcements are coming. Very, very useful to hear. I think if I just turn, we should take out the catapults and those random militias all in one. Ribolt's going to open fire. Our bombards. There we go. Get some good shots in. That's not bad on those town militia. Be nice if they took out the general. They can get one more shot in. I think, no, I'm getting them out of there. I don't want to lose every single man. Those crossbow militia, we need to chase after them. The Ribolts, not really getting a chance to get them. We're going to charge them before they can get to us, hopefully. And just beat them into submission. Okay. What's left of the first army? I just want to rout all of it. Yeah, they're wavering already. They haven't even really got to us. The bombard needs to be getting out of there. I don't really know what it's doing. Well, they're not in too much trouble, seeing as most of them are beginning to rout. We'll go onto that flank next. Whatever's there, we'll just slaughter them. Our general charging the last bit of the enemy army. Our reinforcements still not here, which is rather annoying. These mercenary spearmen are wavering for some unknown reason. They're probably just not very happy. Right. That's that army routing. Now I bring my general down to help with the main bit of the battle. The Ribolts, for some reason, just aren't getting involved. I think that's a better angle for them to shoot. Here comes the general, and it looks like most of their army is beginning to rout. Here we go. That is pretty much going to be the battle. And now we just run down all the remaining men. Yeah. It's going to be quite a lot of prisoners, I hope. Yeah, we're already over nearly 600 prisoners taken in this battle. And I'm just hoping I can get some more. The enemy are trying to pull away. There we go.
He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Well, that's good, and we've won. The enemy are all beginning to rout. Every single one of them. Might nearly get 1,000 prisoners here if I'm lucky. However, most of them are town militia, meaning that, I mean, even if the Roman Empire could afford to pay for half of them, it wouldn't be worth much. But it's just good to mop up the enemy army. And there we go. That is it. A clear victory. We killed a lot. Killed a lot. That was a pretty good battle. And now we can join up with the reinforcements who didn't really do much, and we can push north. Nearly 3,000 ransom value, however, they will all be executed, all those prisoners. And just going to quickly, in this army here, merge some units. Just so we can make space for whatever else wants to join. And that's good. Get these guys in. Prioritise the pikemen. mortars. And that looks pretty good. And I think we can push up towards that direction. This bombard can go to Vienna. Not many mercenaries around, that's fine. Yep, that plague in Paris, I know about that. What else do I need to do? I mean, Mosul will surrender in 8 turns. Let's just take a look at the balance of power. It'd probably be better if I just kind of waited for now. So, I'll just send in whatever reinforcements I can muster. If these guys get there in time to actually make a difference, well then we'll actually attack. Very good. One thing I have been thinking about is the Timurids. They will eventually arrive, and when they do, it'll be rather annoying. I really don't know where they spawn. I think it's either here, like around that bit, or like all the way down there. So I'm just gonna make sure we have these settlements have some sort of defences in case of a massive eastern horde arriving on our doorstep.
Yes.
Probably a good plan.
Full sails.
Our general's been blocked.
We are no threat to your
Oh, it's
fleet,
Egyptian, so it's fine. And I mean, I don't see much I need to do. Algiers is under siege, but I can just obliterate the random thing that decided to stay, because half of them ran off. Actually more than half. All of that. Khalid the Mad. I can't see his traits, but I can imagine one of them is completely and utterly insane. The French, they're not actually going to be making a deal. I knew it. The Holy Roman Empire. They're going to be doing anything at all? Doesn't look like it. I think the only German territories remaining... Oh. We're being attacked by Spain. So our settlement's garrison is strong, and we also have reinforcements coming in. I mean, this should be quite good. So, if we hold the walls for long enough, in time for the AI reinforcements to arrive, I would hope that it'll be a pretty solid victory. But first, let's take a look at what we have to defend the city. Some very high walls. They're not attacking with much that looks very threatening. We have ranged units, which is always lovely. And gonna shove those guys onto the walls here and there. We have a small amount of cavalry. I mean, it's not tiny, which should be pretty useful, just for running them down. And in terms of infantry, this is what we've got here. So, I'm going to put each section of wall that I think will be attacked. I'll put some Venetian heavy infantry, and I'll shove some food knights there just to be safe. And because I never really managed to burn down rams, it's very annoying, I'm going to put my spearmen just waiting at the gates. General, and then I'm just going to group everything up just to make it a bit easier to manage. There we go. And there are reinforcements coming from that direction. I don't know if they're going to attack the army or go straight into the city to bolster our forces, but whatever happens, that is very useful. Our men now reloading their crossbows as the enemy advance, and they're going to fire upon the enemy, dealing pretty good casualties. Yeah, already 1% is dead. Very good. Those towers already shooting at the enemy. Mercenary spearmen. A lot of Jeannettes. Mercenary Frankish knights. Infantry, not much. They do have quite a lot of cavalry forces, though. So, spearmen will be pretty important for holding that gate. It looks like our reinforcements are going to come around here and attack them, which is pretty good. I want that siege tower to burn, if possible, but I would prefer the ram did, because that would allow all their cavalry in. And they've got a lot more of that than they do infantry. So we're just going to hope they set this on fire. The enemy have got men at the walls, but we are waiting. Pavese crossbowmen, they can just move over to the sides. Oh, don't know what happened there. That's fine. I'm trying to get the Pavese crossbowmen to evacuate, which they are. That is very useful. They'll be able to still shoot.
The enemy have ladders at the walls.
Ladders over there.
The attackers. Give them steel.
What is it, actually? It's mercenary crossbowmen, so I'm not too bothered. Only a few of them are actually climbing the walls. So we should be fine. The siege tower is actually being shot at, I think. So that's good. The first few mercenary spearmen have gotten to the walls. However, we are smashing them with Venetian heavy infantry. I really want these reinforcements to arrive soon. That would be pretty useful. Our gate's 34% damage. Soon, I think, all these mercenary spearmen climbing the ladders will be dead. That is certainly what it looks like. They're getting up and they're dying. Our cavalry, we can use them to help defend. Oh, it looks like they have gotten through. I would really like it if my reinforcements happen to get through. We'll get all these guys down. Not those. The guys on the walls here. It'd be good if we could get them to help defend the gateway. So we need to get them down. We can get all our cavalry starting to fight, because we need to hold them off, basically. Hold the gateway. Make basically a bit of a kill box as they all try and crush through. The walls there are going to be held fine. And we've got lots of reinforcements coming from the walls. Very good. I really want the burning oil to start falling, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Their general is right there, so if I prioritise my men to attack the general's bodyguard, I might be able to kill him pretty soon. What did I say? There he goes. And here comes an absolutely enormous rout. Here we go. I don't know how many prisoners we're going to take. Some. It won't be loads, but their army is now basically trying to escape and just being absolutely slaughtered. Our knights are now flooding through. I think all that remains that's not routing is those random mercenary crossbowmen. So I'm going to get some men to charge through the walls and hopefully rout them. They've got some things that are still deciding they don't want to rout. Mercenary Frankish Knights will charge them. And our air reinforcements are coming through. They're starting to attack. It looks like these guys are going to try to engage with our reinforcements, which is interesting. These peasants here are going to be slaughtered. I don't know how they're not routing. They're holding their ground pretty well, but they've lost. We have routed the Spanish army. The siege of Djon is over, and now we can probably push south. There we go. Good victory. A clear one. Execute the prisoners. Don't want any remaining things trying to attack. Speaking of attacking Ajako, I mean, I'm a bit worried here. it would be pretty disappointing if I lost it. I mean, I've just kind of thought of this place as safe, but probably should have been getting some more reinforcements. What have they got? It looks pretty good. I'll tell you that. I don't know what those units are. They might be men-at-arms, unfortunately. So, this is going to be not easy. Not easy in the slightest, really. Luckily, we do have armoured sergeants. We've got the Carico standards. Where are other troops? So, where's this unit? Oh, they're over there. I don't really need them there. I need them at the gates. This one is over there. Again, I'd rather it was at the gates. Just for better defence. There we go. I'm going to start the battle. So what are those? Swordsmen militia. Oh. Dismounted chivalric knights. Oh, this army's not messing around. This is a serious army here. Yeah, I understand now why the AI thinks I won't win. It's because their men are vastly superior to mine in every way. I need to be training some more armies. I need to be treating the Spanish as a bigger threat. I think I'm going to try and, instead of that anti-Pope army, that's going to focus on just taking out the Spanish. We are shooting at these dismounted chivalric knights. They've taken some casualties, but not many. And, yeah, it's not looking very good for our armies here. This is mostly going to be about holding them off for as long as humanly possible. So, again, I want these guys manning the gates. Actually, I want this second army here. Second unit on the walls. And I'm just going to try and inflict as many casualties as I can upon the enemy, because I'm not winning. I've got some Jeanettes shooting, and those guys are just desperately trying to reinforce the men on the walls. First few Spanish, I can see the banners, and here are those chivalric knights. I mean, how long, realistically, are we going to last? Not very long, if you think about it. I don't understand why the burning oil won't just come down. It's very annoying. But, again, not much I can do about that. They've lost 12% of their army, but I mean, these guys are just absolutely slaughtering us. I need to get some other men on the walls here. If I can hold the walls, there's a chance, I guess. We've got our Carico standards here, the rallying point for all of the troops. And, yeah, the dismounted chivalric knights are just creating a bloodbath on the walls. But, you know, it just said the battle is in our favour. That's a bit... Not a bit. Extremely optimistic. I can win battles, yes, but I don't know how to win a battle in a situation like this. Like, these dismounted chivalric knights are better than us. All of these guys, extremely better than us. Like, my only hope is to kill their general, and for some reason their entire enemy army decides to rout. The dismounted chivalric knights now are just... I mean, they're dying, yes, but it's not really going to help us at all. I need to get men down to fight in the gateway. That's the more important bit, I think.
to our
Their
lord.
general is dead.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Uh,
Now his men
that
will lose
improves
heart.
things for us. But, I mean, it's not looking very good. Just how long are we going to last? The dismounted chivalric knights could
The
rout.
walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken
If they
them.
rout, there's still not a chance, but I mean,
Lord,
I need them to
we have
rout.
lost half of our men.
I need them to rout, otherwise I can't get my main majority of the men down here. So at this point, I just kind of got to speed it up and hope for the best.
Lord,
Our
protect
general's
us.
dead.
Our
They're
general lies slain
swarming
upon
onto the walls at this point.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. I'm going to try and pull back to the square. I think that's my only real chance here. So that is what I'm doing right now. I mean, I say my only real chance. I'm still not going to manage to do anything. Because, again, they're just vastly superior in every single way. These guys up here, they're going to do a last desperate skilltron. And
Only intervention
just...
by the Almighty Lord
yeah,
or a
this is
military
not very good.
genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
We're just holding now, attempting to stop them from taking Adrico, but it's not going to be enough. It never was going to be. And they're just slowly overwhelming us, slowly taking us down with the feudal knights. There's just too many of them, they're just too good quality troops. I mean, like, we've killed, what, 38%, but they've killed 96% of our men. At this point, it's just how many of them can we kill? And they've just put everything here now. So, that's us pretty much done for. I'm just gonna get the men, and they're taking the city. And I think we've only got 5 men left. One of them... oh, 4 of them, 3 of them. These guys just desperately trying to kill as many as possible. But it wasn't enough.
Next time, it will be our foe that sups.
Yeah. That is not good. They're probably going to sack it, I'd imagine. Because they can. So the Spanish now control Atraco. Yeah, I'm gonna go fight the Spanish. They've been being quite too annoying for too long. So I've had enough at this point. Gonna go for Toulouse and then probably go for Lyon. Of course, I'll be trying to retake Atraco first. But yeah, that is not what I want to happen. The Egyptians killing more navies for me. Very nice of them. What else are they doing? I mean, nothing really. I border the Egyptians in Antioch, I think. But they're not really doing much to me. We just kind of acknowledge each other's existence. So I'm fine with it staying like that. The Papal States Inquisitors, oh, they're trying to denounce one of my priests for heresy here, it seems. Let's see how it goes. They'll probably succeed. Smack him on the head with a book. And I think that's the sound of it working. Yeah, he's been executed for heresy. Pretty annoying. Very annoying. But not much I can do. A new general, sure. My forces melt away. A swordsmith guild, sure. Some random predictions. Oh, we've built some siege works in Tunis. galleasses. The plague is still in Paris. He's been executed for heresy. Yeah, pretty bad way to go. Being burnt alive. Milan have finally been destroyed. The Egyptians took Dongola, which was their last bit, and they sacked Ashiko. Okay. Oh, low battery, it's fine. Okay. This is our big, good army. Oh, there's some Catalan mercenaries, which is interesting. And we're going to go right in, take it right back, and put them on a ship, clean everything up, and then that'll be it. Okay. So this is a pretty elite army.
For the moment, the fortune of battle
I
goes
don't
our
know.
way.
It
The
says we can
trade
get in.
remains
Oh,
as
yes. Because we've got mortars. Ah. Now, are they going to be able to knock down the walls? That is the question. I thought the enemy defences were still down, and that's why we could get in, but we'll see. Where are those Catalan peltasts? Pretty nice. Bombards. We'll just knock down the walls. And we'll see how this goes. They're all falling a bit short, aren't they? The revolts. Not going to do much. I mean, I don't know if the wall's even taking any damage. Don't know if we're even hitting it. I might just go attack the gate since they've pulled everything away. So I'll just shoot at the gates for a bit. I'll move my revolts forward and just try and smash the gate down. There we go. This might actually work. The mortars aren't really doing a very good job, but these revolts are. So those gates are going to crack open. I'll be able to get inside. A barrage of fire upon the enemy. And 90% damaged. Here we go. Our medieval machine guns have done the job. And now we can charge Ajako. I'm going to try to probably flank them around there. Oh, hold up. They've decided to now basically come out of the city square and charge us. So I'm going to do the exact same thing to them. Flood through our broken lance cavalry and men-at-arms and hopefully take them out. But we'll see how that goes. It might not go perfectly. I think we're taking most of them out. But we will see. They're routing. They're broken. That is exactly what I want.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset,
So just speed up as we take them out.
And forging a worthy victory.
They're slowly dying, and yeah, we can push through.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field.
The enemy general is indeed dead. And now it's just these random swordsmen militia. That I believe is all they have left. And we charge into the back of them, chopping them up. We can move away the cavalry now. It's not time for cavalry, it's time for infantry, in my opinion. To basically chop through all the stuff they've got left. And we're just going to charge them all through and chop them up. I want my Catalans, my javelin men. They're going to be pretty nice. Let's see if they do anything. Oh, they're advancing. Maybe they'll actually chuck some javelins. There we go. just inflicting casualties, and
and
it's looking pretty good for us. And just charge everything we've got at them, and they should crumble very, very soon. So the swordsman militia have proved to be pretty decent, but it's not really been good enough to stop us, I wouldn't say. So we're smashing through them, and I think they're going to fall. We're taking the city. Now we just let it run as we take out the last few Spanish people who so cruelly sacked our noble city. And I think that's pretty much it. We have retaken Ashiko. Very good. We will occupy our settlement, of course, since it is ours. There we go. The enemy army has fled. And we are going to go push to Toulouse to get revenge for what they've done. We're going to move our general north to deal with all the remaining armies up there. We're going to continue moving onto Krakow to take out the Poles, and eventually we will take Mosul and wipe out the Turkish faction. Let me just make a quick save for the Venetian Empire, because oh, average defeat, okay. We'll fight that manually next episode. So that was pretty much it. We're going to quickly blockade the ports, and I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I do want to be training some more good armies, because I just want to be pushing against the Spanish from Djon and Bern and Paris. Suspending in Metz will probably make an army and go for Reims. Of course, we're pushing to Frankfurt, and I am pretty happy. Well, if you did enjoy this episode, I'd really appreciate if you did hit that subscribe button, leave a like button, leave a comment if you've got something to say, and stay tuned for the next episode.